Shemar Moore has been a staple on the small screen for decades, entertaining audiences in hit shows like The Young and the Restless, Criminal Minds, and the recent SWAT reboot. While Moore's is certainly known for his swagger, there's some things even his biggest fans don't know about. Today, we'll be looking at 10 things you probably don't know about the Emmy winner. Number 1 will definitely shock you, so stay tuned for that. Number 10, his name. While some Hollywood stars create stage names for themselves, like Marilyn Monroe, others were born with the names that seem to make them destined for fame and stardom. While most of us know Shemar Moore for his role on his shows SWAT and Criminal Minds, he's always had his legendary name. The meaning behind it is actually pretty iconic. Born in Oakland to Marilyn Wilson and Shemar Moore, this 50-year-old actor got his name from his parents, who cleverly named their son after them. In an interview, he said his parents got creative back in the day. His father's name is Sherrod and his mother's name is Marilyn. So they took the first few letters of each name, S, H, E, and M-A-R, and came up with Shemar. That is pretty clever, I have to say. In fact, the actor wanted to be known simply as Shemar when he first began in the entertainment industry. But it didn't quite work out in his favor, as fans always wanted the full name and autographs. Well, even the name is pretty unique. Number 9, Baby Girl Line. Shemar Moore has been a staple on the hit TV show Criminal Minds for 11 years. His character, Derek Morgan, has captured the hearts of many women over the years using his catchphrase, Baby Girl.
Hey, baby girl.
On the show, Moore's character has a close, flirtatious relationship with analyst Penelope Garcia and refers to her as Baby Girl. The catchphrase goes beyond the TV screen, and Moore even has a line of clothing called Baby Girl, where a portion of the proceeds go to the National MS Society, a disease his mother suffers from. Moore is also very active on social media accounts, posting up to 5 times a day. He enjoys interacting with fans and calls all of his women fans, you guessed it, Baby Girl. Number 8, modeling to pay tuition. Considering how expensive college is in the States, many people report to different jobs to pay for the high tuition fees. Shemar Moore was no different. When he was 4, his family moved to Denmark, where they resided until moving back to the U.S. in 1977. After graduating high school, Moore studied communication at Santa Clara University. While he was at university, he decided to use his good looks to his advantage by doing the occasional spot of modeling. It proved lucrative, and after graduation, he signed up for New York City's DNA Model Management. The modeling career helped him to pay his tuition fee, which was, according to him, a lot. But another career path was beckoning. Although he'd never really considered acting as a professional career, Moore had always had an interest in the field, even minoring in theater studies at university. After deciding to try out for a few parts, he won the role of photographer Malcolm Winters on the CBS soap opera The Young and the Restless in 1994. From there, the only way was up. Number 7, another profession. Even though he chose to model and then moved back to act in his university years, Shemar actually wanted to be something else. With such an athletic body, he always wanted to become a player, and his choice of sport was actually baseball. But like a lot of people that had to move on with their favorite thing in life, it had to do with an injury that he sustained while he was in college. He was pitching at 93 miles an hour when he came out of high school, which is impressive, to be honest, and worth taking a shot at becoming a pro. I don't know about you, but I'm glad he chose a different path. Otherwise, we might never have the opportunity to see his brilliance on TV. Number 6, native language. This might be surprising to many people, but English isn't even Shemar's first language. Like I mentioned earlier, his family moved to Denmark. So, naturally, the first language Shemar Moore learned to speak was Danish. The reason for the move to Denmark was his mother's decision because she took a job there to teach mathematics. When he was 4, he and his mother then moved from Denmark to Bahrain, which is where he learned to speak English while attending a British private school. Moore's maternal grandmother is from Quebec City, meaning he's also technically part French-Canadian. Number 5, love life. Longtime fans of Shemar Moore will remember his younger days when he hung out with a singer, Toni Braxton. The two of them briefly dated for 6 months after Moore appeared in her music video, How Many Ways. But Braxton isn't the only girl he fell in love with. Shemar has had quite a few wild romances and a history of dating drop-dead gorgeous women. But his first love was with Halle Berry. Halle was the one actress who completely stole his heart. Moore told BET that Halle Berry was the first woman he ever fell in love with. He told us in an interview, "She was the first woman to really knock my socks off. I fell hard for Halle. I was smitten not just because of who she was, but we were so similar in so many ways." Comparing his relationship with Braxton and Barry, Moore said that Tony was a fun ride, but Halle was a necessary experience. It made him much stronger as a man, and knowing the caliber of woman he wanted in the future. Doesn't that just melt your heart? Whoever said love is dead doesn't know Shemar Moore exists. Number 4. Bullied as a child. Throughout his childhood, Shemar Moore was bullied for being biracial. In a 2013 interview with BET, Moore talked about the difficult transition of moving back to the United States after living abroad. He talked about when he was 6 and remembered how different everyone made him feel when he was in school. Why does your hair look like that? Why is that your skin color? How come your mom is white? How can you be cousins with so-and-so? These were some of the questions people asked him. That's also how he learned he was good at basketball, because kids would chase after him after school, so he started picking up rocks and throwing them to fight back. What a tragic way to find out you're good at something. Number 3. His dance moves carried Soul Train. Fans know Shemar for his classic good looks and his roles on the hit TV series. However, if you were around in the late 90s, you might know that he was the host of the iconic dance competition series Soul Train from 1993 to 2004. Soul Train would not have survived into the 21st century if it had not been for Moore carrying the series as a host for 5 years. While Moore was on the show, not only was he introduced to various acts, but he also showed off his moves, dancing along to the beat and showing everyone what he was working with. While many of us remember watching Moore on Soul Train on Saturday morning, some people are too young to remember this epic time in TV history. Number 2. Guilty pleasure. It's hard to imagine Shemar Moore would spend any time of his day wasting or doing something that isn't bodybuilding or acting. But like many other actors, he believes that resting is a part of life and important to keep a straight mind. Shemar actually devotes a few hours of his day to resting without any social drama going around in his life. The actor loves watching television and is also a huge fan of many TV shows. In fact, he called himself a show junkie too. He might have seen every show there is, but it was recently revealed by the actor himself that America's Funniest Home Videos is his guilty pleasure. Me too. He loves to watch the videos as they make him feel lighthearted and calm. Of course, Criminal Minds made it to the list of the actor's top series despite him leaving in season 11 and coming back for the finale. Number 1. Feature and films. Now that his time on Criminal Minds has come to an end, Moore wants to pursue the next phase of his acting. Reflecting on his career, Moore said that after 8 years on Young and Restless and 8 years on Criminal Minds, he's ready for a bigger industry. Shemar wants to chase down Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx, Will Smith, and others. We can't wait to see what you do next, Shemar. What do you think the future holds for Shemar Moore? Let us know in the comments. And if you liked our video, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.